My mom is so cheap, not cheaper than mine. Let's go. Boom.
Hi, I'm Camelia from Brazil. Before I tell you my story, please like and subscribe. My parents were super rich. Just kidding. We were living in the poorest neighborhood in town. Mom stayed at home, and Dad mowed lawns, and we had little to no money. Maybe I should have subscribed to this channel and tried to win $10,000. Hey, you should try that. Subscribe to MSA today, and you could be the lucky winner of didn't stop my parents from spoiling my younger brother Pedro rotten. You see, didn't stop my parents from spoiling days. Fingers crossed. But anyways, being poor didn't stop my parents from spoiling my younger brother Pedro rotten. You see, Pedro was a genius. By the time he was 8 months old, he could say his alphabet and count to 100. By the time he was 2, he was doing mathematical equations and solving puzzles. Our baby is a genius.
He's going to make us so proud.
And what am I? Chopped liver? On my 5th.
He's gonna make us so fucking rich. Sir, we have another kid. Who cares? We're gonna be rich. Now book this kid, put him on a show, bro, and we're gonna be rich. Spoil him. He'll make us rich. Bro, they doing it with doing it on purpose.
Birthday. Instead of the princess house with the car and pool I wanted, Mom stitched me a doll from old clothes. We just don't have the money, sweetie. But Pedro received a brand new remote control car. Sweetie, we had to get Pedro something as well. That wasn't even the worst of it. Pedro was allowed to go to school, and I wasn't. My parents said it was because Pedro had a special gift, so they used all the money they had to send him to a private school for gifted children, and they couldn't even afford books for me to go to a public school. Life was so unfair. I felt so invisible. The only time my parents saw me was when they wanted me to do some chore around the house. Over time, I just got used to it, and since I couldn't
that
read
Cinderella
books myself,
treatment by her
I
own
didn't have a phone to watch
biological
videos,
parents.
I started to sew to pass my time. Camelia, what did you do to my curtains? I fell in love with creating new things from old stuff, and I wanted to become a fashion designer. Because of how differently my parents treated Pedro and me, we never grew up close, and he always saw me as his slave, even though I was older than he was.
Clip my toenails, clean my shoes.
When I was 11, I begged my parents to send me to a sewing school. Mom, Dad, I deserve to be able to follow my dreams too.
They don't have the money to send you to some stupid sewing school when they're going to send me to the most prestigious college in the country.
I'm sorry, Camilla, but we have to support the child who has greater potential and will make the family.
What the fuck? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I heard my kid genuinely say that out of his mouth to his own sister, bro, I'd be like, scratch that, nigga. You is not going anywhere. Like, the fuck? Your head getting way too big, bro. I don't care if a fuck what gift you have, bro. Y'all niggas equal. Like, that's crazy, man. But this is real. This should be real though. He be actually doing this shit. And even if he didn't have the, just because he's younger, he would also get that same type of experience. I know, cause like I'm younger, but like it also depends household from household. Sometimes the youngest, sometimes it's the oldest that receive a certain type of treatment. You know? Yeah.
Proud.
With that, Mom and Dad just walked away as Pedro stood there with a stupid smirk on his face. Oh, I wanted to smack him hard. It was then that I decided I'd do whatever it took to get myself into a sewing school. I tried to get a job, but nobody wanted to hire an 11-year-old, not even as a clown for a birthday party. When I was 13, things looked as though they were turning around, and I finally landed a babysitting job. But when my parents found out that I'd been neglecting household chores because of it, they were furious. I was grounded for 2 months, and Dad tore up all my designs that I had stuck on my bedroom walls over the years. I was devastated, but a tiny part of me refused to give up. I had to be smart. This time,
I'll be strong, girl.
I hid my drawings under the floorboards of my bed, and when Mom sent me to the supermarket, I'd pass by the wishing fountain and take all the coins. Don't give me that judgmental look.
I don't give a fuck.
3 years of saving those coins, it still wasn't enough. Luckily for me, my life took an amazing turn when I turned 16, and that set things in motion for me. One day, while drawing in my room, I was so focused that I didn't see this girl peeking in at me through the window. Wow, that looks amazing! Ah! I toppled out of my chair and fell to the ground. The girl then did a backflip through my bedroom window and came in. Did the
Exaggerated. She did not do all that shit, bro. She did not do all that shit, bro. You were just trying to make it sound. That is bullshit. Stop lying to us.
circus come to town? What do you want? Did my parents send you to spy on me? No, silly. I'm the new neighbor, and I didn't even let her finish. I just picked her up, threw her out of the window, and closed the curtains. As much as I wanted a friend, I didn't want anyone to know that I couldn't read or write. What would she think of me? But that didn't stop the crazy backflip girl. Over the next few days, she did everything she could to get my attention, even juggling 3 cats while she balanced a mug of water on her head. What a weirdo. One day, I decided to take a shortcut home because I had seen a lady with the most amazing outfit, and I wanted to get home and sketch it. Just then, I heard a man yell behind me.
Watch out!
As I turned, I saw a huge crane ball coming my way. I froze in place, but luckily for me, someone pushed me to the ground just in time. Girl, are you crazy? This is a danger zone. Can't you read? Oh God, I was sweating like a bald man in spring. Can you read? I sighed heavily and shook my head. That's okay. I can't draw amazing fashion designs like you can. Let's go and grab some ice cream. My treat. While eating the ice cream,
Pretty
crazy
positive.
backflip girl, Sophia, told me that she had moved next door with her parents and older brother Harrison. Also, that Harrison was a rotten egg and always got himself into trouble. She also told me that her father lost his job after his boss accused him of stealing money from his office and then blacklisted him so no one else would hire him, while her mother worked as a maid for some rich lady. I told her that my parents hated me and wouldn't even let me go to school while they treated Pedro like he was a prince. What do they think this is? The 16th century? No girl left behind. Woman power.
Type shit.
Sophia taught me how to read and write. She was a great teacher, and I was a quick learner. Sophia's mother even supplied me with her old drapes to practice my designs on. As much as I loved my bestie, there was a downside of being neighbors with Sophia. Harrison and Pedro became best friends, and they'd go out of their way to make mine and Sophia's life a living nightmare. So we stayed out of their way as much as possible. But then one evening, when I was coming home after getting groceries, I saw 2 guys push some guy to the ground and grab his keys. Hey, stop it! The guys looked around, and I was shook. Pedro? Harrison?
Let's get out of here.
They hopped into the car and sped off. Was Pedro crazy? That night, I cornered Pedro in his room. What the heck was that stunt you pulled today?
What I do is none of your business.
You're my younger brother. Of course it's my business.
If you tell Mom and Dad anything, I'll tell them that Sophia has been tutoring you.
I couldn't afford to lose Sophia's friendship, so I kept...
Why the fuck does that matter, bro? Why does Sophia tutoring her matter? Like, I don't understand. Like, what would the parents genuinely do? Like, I don't get it. Because if before the issue was that, they don't have the money, and Sophia's tutoring her for free, supplying her with knowledge for free, hear this nigga come again with the fucking get. Anyway, get fucking tutoring for free and shit. Why the fuck would that be an issue with her parents? Unless it really is some Cinderella type shit. Like they generally don't want their daughter to succeed, right? Because
kept my mouth shut and kept
I
a
don't even
close
know.
eye on Pedro. I found out that he'd been failing his subjects in school, and he was missing classes to hang out with Harrison and his goons. I was so frustrated that I thought my head was going to explode. Maybe you should start a podcast to ease some of your frustration. Talk to strangers about my story? That'll be weird. Sometimes strangers make the best listeners. That night, Sophia helped me set up an anonymous podcast using her phone. I went by the name Raven, and it felt so good to get so many things off my chest. But what
That's
felt
it.
even better was reading the comments encouraging me to follow my dreams despite my parents' unfair treatment. They even encouraged me to open an online store and set up a GoFundMe to get started. And soon, my clothes were being sold faster than I could make them. Yeah, I set up a secret workshop in Sophia's basement where I worked at night. Over the next 2 years, it was a roller coaster. First, Harrison was arrested for pickpocketing, and his father shipped him off to the Navy. When he left, Pedro got
Type shit, bitch.
100 times worse, and he was even kicked out of school. And he continued to hang out with the wrong crowd, and my parents always made excuses for him. But my life was super awesome. I saved up enough money to get into the most prestigious fashion school in the country. The only thing left to do was to send in my application, which required me to create any design of my choice. You've got this, bestie. I'm rooting for you. Over the next 2 months, I worked endlessly to create the most beautiful ball gown known to man. I needed to get into this school. I had something to prove to myself. A few nights before the submission of my dress, while at Sophia's, I saw Pedro enter her parents' bedroom. I snuck up to the door and peeked through the crack. I watched in shock as Pedro was stuffing his pockets with jewelry. Pedro, what on earth are you doing? Pedro gave me one look and jumped through the window like a frog. Sophia and her
Nah, that's it. That's it. That's it. He trying to set you up. He trying to set you up, bro. Oh no. Oh, she cooked. She's cooked. What do we do? What do we do? What's the game plan now? We can't tell the parents. We can't tell the parents. We could tell Sophia, but what Sophia's parents? I don't know, bro. And at the end of the day, that's your brother. But they probably know it's your brother's. You're a good person, but it, oh man, I don't know, bro. Your brother fucked you, bro. He fucked you, fucked your life over.
parents had been too good to me to let Pedro get away with this. I ran home, but when I opened the door, the confrontation did an Uno reverse on me. Dad glared at me as he was holding a necklace in his hand.
Camellia, why was this in your dresser?
As if on cue, Pedro walked into the room to examine the necklace.
Wait, isn't that Sophia's mother's?
You should know, since you stole it.
Pedro told us that he saw you take this.
I didn't steal anything. It was Pedro. I just don't understand where we went wrong with you. Me? Pedro's the one who got kicked out of school. Genius my butt.
We also found cash hidden under the floorboards. Where did you steal that from?
I froze. How did they? My eyes met Pedro's, and an evil glint flashed over his eyes. That's my money. I earned it.
Stop lying, Camellia!
I think it's time to teach little Miss Fashionista a lesson that she will never forget. Pedro, bring the dress. Dress? What dress? The words stuck in my throat when I saw Pedro return with my submission dress. I watched in horror as Mom lit the fireplace and took the dress from Pedro. Mom, please, don't. You will learn your place in this family, Camellia. My mother threw my dress in the fireplace, and it lit up quicker than a barbecue on Independence Day. I tried to get it out, but Dad and Pedro held me back as I kicked and screamed. After a while, my dress was nothing but ashes. As an avalanche of tears ran down my face, I knew that my time in this family was up. I wanted.
Fuck that, bro. Where's CPS? I don't care. I don't care, bro. It could be my own family, bro. I'll call CPS on myself, bro. Call them on my own family. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I know you could end up in a worse place, and like shit could get really bad. But like, I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? This shit don't look good.
Wanted to attack my parents and Pedro, but I decided to pack my bags and I went to Sophia's. That night, after bawling my eyes out, I did a live podcast and revealed to my listeners what I had just endured under the hands of my parents. This time, I used their real names. Yep, I was done being the nice guy. By the next morning, my parents were chased out of the neighborhood, and the rich lady Sophia's mom worked for pulled some strings, and she got me another submission date. Bestie, this dress is even better than the last one. I have to admit, I really did outdo myself.
Okay. I'm not gonna say they didn't deserve it. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna say they didn't deserve it. All right. I mean, kind of like what was it? Where you like ox them in real life? No, no. You leaked it. You leaked your own address for your family You get chased out the fucking neighborhood. But like, I want to know what happened from their peripheral and shit. But like how they reacted to all this shit. You know, alright. I fuck with this though. I fuck with this. Yeah, yeah. Get back. Yeah, yeah.
About 2 weeks later, I received a letter in the mail. Beads of sweat ran down my forehead. With trembling fingers, I opened the letter and my jaw dropped. What does it say? I got accepted into the fashion school!
Type shit.
I felt as though I were on cloud nine. Over the next 4 years, while I was away at school, Sophia went to a community college. I worked hard and came out at the top of my class. I earned a junior position in a fashion company. I even convinced Sophia's dad to apply as a manager there, and he got the job. It wasn't long after they were able to move into a nice place. I was finally living my dream. One night, after one of the company's shows, I spotted my parents in the hallway waiting for me. What are you guys doing here? I see you're a fashion designer. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Words I always wanted to hear my parents say, but I knew they weren't sincere. Why are you here? Dad shifted uncomfortably.
Pedro's in trouble. He and some of his friends got caught breaking into a bank and we need money to bail him out.
And after everything you and Mom did to me, you think that I would help you? Sweetheart, we're family, and that's what families do. They help each other out. But where was my family growing up? Where were you when I needed you?
Are you going to help or not?
Not. Had you done your job as parents and parented Pedro instead of letting him wrap you around his finger, he wouldn't be in a jail cell now. As I looked across the room, I saw Sophia and her parents waiting for me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to join my real family. I pushed past my parents and walked toward the people who helped me and
Real shit. Fuck y'all, bro. Big middle finger to them, y'all. Big fucking middle finger. Look. Big middle finger to them. Big. Alright? Fuck them. Fuck those parents.
never turn their backs on me. Family is not just about blood, but those who stood by you through thick and thin. Have I told you guys how amazing you are? Not recently, no. You guys are amazing. So are you, bestie. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. I love you too.
Yeah, shit, bro. That took me back, bro. Every time I watch one of these, I mean, the animations got like really good and shit. Got really, really good. But yeah, it was really good.